Number 7, the carpenter cut a 50-inch piece of wood into 8 equal parts to make some frames. How long is each piece of frame? So when I think about this, I've got my 50-foot piece of wood, 50 inches. I'm going to cut them into 8 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I've got to figure out, well, what is each piece worth? So I want to think smarter and not harder and quickly estimate, well, it's got to be less than 50. And so I know right away that it can't be that answer. And I am going to set this up with a division piece because we are taking a whole amount and we're separating it into equal parts. So 50 is my dividend. We're dividing by the 8 equal pieces that we have. And right away, I'm going to be dividing how many groups of 8 are in the number 5? There are 0. And how many groups of 8 are in the number 50? That would give me 6. 6 groups of 8 would give me 48. So when I subtract 50 minus 48, I get 2. And so the next thing I'd want to do would be to add a decimal and pop up my decimal and add a 0 and drop my 0, because remember, in 5th grade we do not get any remainders. So now I can continue dividing this out and ask myself, well, how many groups of 8 will get me close to 20? So if I'm thinking about my 8s, I know it's 8, 16, 24. So that's too much, so this would be 2 groups of 8. And 2 groups of 8 will give me 16. So 16 is going to be right here underneath. And 20 minus 16 is going to give me the number 4. Well, that's still a leftover amount. So when I have a leftover amount and I've already added a decimal, I'm going to simply just add another decimal. Another 0, and I'm going to drop that 0 down. Now I've got to think about how many groups of 8 will get me close to 40. So if I continue counting by 8s, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 8. So 5 is going to go on top. And 5 groups of 8 will give me 40 with nothing left over. So that is why our answer is C.